Team 105.3 The Fan. While we were sleeping, the news broke. Russell Wilson gave the Seahawks a deadline of last night, and they gave in. They budged. Russell Wilson will now make $35 million. Well done. $35 million a season. He gets a 4-year, $140 million extension with $65 guaranteed. First off, let's talk about this from Russell and Seattle's standpoint. I think it's clear that Russell is happy with his title, his lone title, because all the numbers have shown, and Tom Brady has shown us, that when you take this type of contract and when you take this type of money, you're not going to win a Super Bowl. Look at all the playoff teams last year. Seattle became Seattle and the Legion of Boom because they drafted Russell later on, and they were able to pay everyone else. Mm-hmm. They were able to. Now, what is Russell Wilson as a quarterback? This, to me, is one of my most difficult discussions in all of sports. I was always of the mindset that he was a little bit overrated. In watching a lot of games, like, he'll miss some throws, but then he'll make, like, plays that only he can really make. Him on the move is probably the most dangerous guy in the entire league. He also hasn't been given a ton of help. You got to knock Seattle's front office from that standpoint. Who's the best he's ever played with? Doug Baldwin, Marshawn Lynch,
Golden Tate.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Jimmy Graham.
Nothing that impressive.
Old Jimmy Graham.
Yeah. So and bad offensive lines at times. So I've always had a really hard time judging Russell Wilson. But yeah, you can easily make the argument he's a top 5 quarterback. He's tremendously valuable to them. But to me, part of Russell's legacy was having a great team around him, and he's team first guy. He's always giving these corny, cheesy speeches. So I guess I'm a tiny bit surprised that he wanted the highest contract in the history of the NFL, because as the numbers show, they're not going to be a Super Bowl winner. What does this mean for Dak Prescott? KT is already up. I think he has become the #1 Dak defender in the station now, because he's willing to pay him whatever he wants. And KT already 2 hours ago saying the price only goes up from here. The Cowboys should get Dak done ASAP. I bet they won't. It's basic economics. Do it now, and you ultimately save. And again, Russell Wilson, in case you're just waking up or you're groggy and not have the coffee yet, 4 for $140, $35 a year, $65 guaranteed. KT continues. Dak and his team probably wanted to wait because they feel like they'll go win another 10-plus games. To me, it feels like you could have had Dak at 32. Now you're talking about a little more than that probably, and it only goes higher if more dudes sign, do the deals early. Here's what I would say to KT in this type of thought process. Go look at the tank negotiations. This is no different. So Dak Prescott's agent calls the Cowboys today and goes, hey, you guys listen to those geniuses on the fan report the Russell Wilson numbers? Well, yes, we did. Okay, well, when are we getting 35? You're not getting 35. Well, what do you mean? The way the world works is it doesn't matter our ability. It doesn't matter our skill set. If one guy gets paid, we just automatically get a higher deal. That's the way the world works now. It's not if you're in that guy's league or accomplish what that guy has. You're just supposed to magically get gifted a better contract. Well, you know what the Cowboys told Tank Lawrence? That's not happening here. You're not, and they told him this because we heard the agent say it the other day. Roy listened. You're not Khalil Mack and you're not Aaron Donald. And the same thing applies. Actually, you may have the argument that it applies even more. When Dak's agent calls, Steven says, You're not Russell, you're not Matt, and you're not Aaron. So you're not getting 33 to 35. That's the way I hope, and that's the way I think this will go.
Four years, 140 million, 35 million a year. Who else is on the team? Dak?
And the only thing else I got to say is,